I'll be at the next landscape site, so we can actually, what time you guys have?
7 o'clock, third Monday of every month. I'm feeling a very good meeting. But anyway, listen, the bottom line is, here's the bottom line. You know, in all fairness to the current vendor and the committee, I think the board has an obligation to look at all information. Okay, if you have people that are split, you have a committee that's worked very diligently, and you know, as Luana said, it is not fair to the committee when they work and they review everything either. And the committee works based on information given to them. It's, you know, it's not an arbitrary. You guys saw my emails, okay? You see, when I work a project, it's thorough. There's data, but I'm just saying, you see, no one biased, you know, okay,
I want to make a good decision based on what everybody really feels.
Exactly.
And the majority of people feel, and then, so like I said, I think we all need to be at the landscape committee. So we can see and talk to everybody and make a informed decision.
It's fine. And Danielle or Christine, just get some thorough data, narrow it down. Any issues, if there's been any past issues, or, you know, praising. I mean, there was a letter sent, you know, and everybody got it. So there, you know, there were people that did send letters praising the current landscaper and thought he was the best one we've had, etc.
Both sides of that.
I'm just telling you, there's, yeah, so there's, you know.
No, before we move on.
Are you available via phone? No, we have to do about that. If you're not in attendance at a board meeting, or you're not via phone, you can't vote.
So it's the third Monday, which is the Monday before the meeting.
Right.
Because there's 5 Wednesdays. So, no.
Did you have a special meeting for the landscape to review what you have, like, say, next
Yeah,
week?
do it early on, so
You know, and that way you.
Yeah, but she said, are you gonna be at the board meeting?
No.
If she's not at the board meeting, she can't vote. You have to be, you know, for statute dictates you have to be present or available via phone, so. Yep. Well, Skype, yes.
Yeah, that's it, you're
Skype.
in attendance.
Well, that could be
Why there? Okay, well, we'll address that. Right now, we're gonna table this, goes back to
No, I
committee.
want to add something. This is the first time we have a split survey, and I really respect it. This is the most democratic way of working on something. This is beautiful. But I just want to add that I hope that there is no more items added so that the decisions are confused before the next board meeting. Like any other thing, like then a survey came out, you know, and then any
Well,
other things, you see.
What I will say is
I
that,
hope now-
no, well, no, hold on a second. I think that if there's anybody in attendance here that sends emails in, or anybody else that sends emails in up until the landscape committee or shows up to the landscape committee, I think you have to take that into consideration. So what you have here, based on any further input, is welcomed, because.
So where does it start though?
I mean, at this point, you look at what, you know, you gotta understand, you have 600 homes, you have well over 1,000 homeowners. Are you gonna please everybody? No. What you hope to do as a board member is get a consensus of the majority of the community, and what the majority of the community want, okay? And that's what the committee tried to do. However, like I said, at the 11th hour, we got a little bit more than the first survey in the opposite direction, okay? So, at this point, if anybody else has any further input, yes, it's welcome. You can't say, no, you can't give me any more input. We have to say, yes, I would rather have more information, because right now it's like this. So I would rather
So
have
there is no
more.
deadline to input.
Well, we're gonna have to go to the landscape committee and see what's exactly going on at that time, and that way the next board meeting, we can make a decision.
All right, so we have enough on this. Let's We're gonna move on. It's getting a little late, we have a lot of people that probably want to speak. Communications, again, before Anita gets her little report, I just wanted to thank Anita. Anita spent a lot of time. We've met several times, but she's really the designer. Anita has a background in software design, etc. That's her forte. So she has designed the e-form. She worked with the survey on the webpage. So Anita's put a lot of time into doing the survey. So, and I want to say this for the record, just so that the board understands, everybody in the audience understands. When we first started playing around with the webpage for the surveys, the webpage came with the ability to do a basic survey, which is what the first survey that went out was, the yes or no on if you're happy with the landscape company or if you're happy with the management company. And it did not have a mechanism in place to give an elaborate type of survey where you had multiple questions or answers. It was simply a yes, no, or maybe, which was okay for a general consensus on like the landscape or Bristol management. But when people started asking about the back gate and about the media services, if we wanted cable or internet, that wasn't a simple yes or no. So we didn't want to just send out a survey asking yes or no because it wasn't accurate. Because you have to understand what would occur if we made these modifications. So therefore, Anita and I worked together, we came up, she designed the form, and we came up with the questions so that everybody would understand if we're going to change the back gate or if we're going to add in services, there's things that have to occur. $135,000 or $140,000 just does not appear out of thin air. It has to come out of the budget. So, a couple things would have to occur. Either the HOA fees go up, or we have to take away line items. That means we have to remove services. So that's why there was multiple questions on that. I just wanted to be clear on that. Nobody was just trying to manipulate. The survey results are the survey results. It is what it is. It was just a way to make sure that the community understood whatever choices you made, what would be the ramifications of that, whether it be a capital expenditure, whether it be a monthly increase, whether it be take away the rover, whatever the choice was, you as homeowners needed to understand the actual survey and what would happen. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Anita, who has Nathan, yes, I'm so sorry. Nathan actually started the media with the cable and helped design the first form and actually found another platform we were going to use. And then Anita took that and then figured out how to make an e-form work with our webpage. So yes, thank you to Nathan because he started the whole thing with the survey. Anita made the e-form, and on the actual webpage, when everybody logged in, unlike the first survey, it showed the percentage of people. Anita didn't figure that out till after the fact. So the next survey is going to show you that. She's going to show you that now, but she couldn't do it before because she was afraid she couldn't figure out how to do it without showing everybody's names. We didn't want to show your names and emails. So now she's found out how to do that without identifying the person in the survey. But when the next survey that will go out, this is what you're going to see. This is directly from the web page. Can you scroll down so they can see? Is this the one that's on the web page?
Yeah. This is the one.
Okay. This one comes right off the web page, as you can see. And this is what it will look like. So the next survey we do is going to have a bar graph, and it's going to show you the number of people in favor or opposed to.
Well, can you explain that to us?
Yeah, she put it in a PDF, but I'm just showing. We just want to show you. Yeah.
Well, then explain to everybody which each line is saying.
Yeah, well, she downloaded it and put it into a PDF so we can attach it to the e-blocks.
Okay.
So that's the PDF is actually easier to read.
Now that we're talking about this, Mrs. Jackson, I think it's time for us to actually hire a web company to do our website and do these, because it's not fair to her to have to do that all the time.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's work, it's work. I mean, it's something, again, it's really important. I mean, you can't
This
depend
is a
on.
program that you see on the web. But the concern was though, like comments, you can't show people's names. So that's why I think we're
and Waterford. So, and it just gives you wherever, so basically this particular one, I spent a whole lot of time because it's going to be attached to the e-blast that's going to go out, so everybody will have a copy of it. But there was 111 people that responded to this particular survey. Overall consensus, if you go down, really nobody, if you see here, nobody really wants to, you got,
Yeah, average expenditure based on the information everybody provided, and the number of people.
you have 39, total of 39 people that said they paid, willing to pay $50 or less to add any services in. And that means increasing their HOA fees. Then you had, 31 people that would be in favor of it if it didn't cost them anything. And then, incrementally, so.
Join that class. Yeah, give me all this, I want to pay for it.
All right, so, but anyway, again, it's a good tool and it's a good way to look at,
The other reason for putting it into the PDF is what I attached here that you will get.
So that shows me there's more than not that would actually like to have increase, or would mind increase.
Yeah, but you're not, but you're talking 30, but look at it, realistically.
Right, well, you go $20 up, you got.
Yeah, but you have 600 homes, so look at the total, it's really not, it's not overwhelming. It's not overwhelming, but look at the comments, you can see, and everybody will have the comments, nothing's been edited, these are exactly what homeowners wrote, there's no names, so
This is like
this is it.
Okay. And then we had the same for the back.
The back gate, which
This
was,
is what was on there. One of the things that I've learned from this started doing it because there had to be a lot of wording and there was some limitation. When you actually end up with a paragraph here, one of the questions is so long that you don't end up at the beginning, you get a question here.
but the question showed up on the actual survey, not on the results?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah, show the back page results, so it's like I said.
and on the PDF.
Yeah.
The back page results, can show it.
On the PDF
On the PDF, oh, sorry.
Okay, so that gave you a total of 81 homeowners that responded. Out of the 81, you have 59 of those don't want any changes and 22 said yes. So,
So that's all fair.
we wrote it down a little bit more, but
So I will say one thing I noticed, and we go back up to that, I will see the people that voted predominantly no live in front of the community. That's,
well, of course. And that's, obviously, either way, it's like, it's a way to look at it.
For responsible people that live in the back, they have to get their neighbors involved and vote, so that if they really want the gate or something like that done, they gotta get their neighbors involved. They're not getting results, it's all coming from Mulberry, I know this.
Again, you need to get all the comments. So we need to get it to people out and then also be posted on the web.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I think I actually, get some ideas of what some of the web companies that we're going to do, so she doesn't have to do it.
well, the web, we pay for a web service, it's there. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Eventually, she's not gonna be here.
I know, but eventually, what you need to have is really, the management company should handle it. That's all I'm saying, not an outside company. Yeah, the management company should handle it. Eventually,
They're the biggest
so.
in the country, so they're
And these are all things that are simply, once the formats are set, it's basically uploading the document. So it's really not a big deal once you learn it. Anita already has pretty much everything set. Anything else for communications? We're gonna move on. No? You're good? Okay, anybody have any questions? Russ just walked in, we're gonna turn it over to Russ.
The department report for the month of September, we received 8 applications and approved 8, including some from last month that we were waiting for some additional information. We've received 84 applications to date, we've approved 57 of those applications. There have been 7 applications that have been completed this month, and the total projects that have been completed are 61.
Thank you, Russ. Any questions, Russ?
Mostly fences.
This month it was pool, 3 or 4 fences, and some painting.
I do have a question, Russ. I know you and the committee were diligently working on the new paint palette, and you were working with, was it Sherwin-Williams?
Benjamin Moore.
Benjamin Moore, okay.
Yeah.
How did you work, how did that work out? Are you still,
We should have, we've had a couple of meetings with Benjamin Moore. They've sent some preliminary information to us, which the committee has discussed. We were expecting to get final information this past Tuesday, but they had some problems, internal problems at Benjamin Moore about getting the paint chips put together for us. So we postponed that meeting until the 7th of October.
okay. ARC is working on updating the paint palette, so they're putting a book together with new paint chips and I think expanding colors, correct?
Yeah.
This is the very reason why you guys didn't go with the Sherwin-Williams, because that's like they have all the colors we have now.
There's a specific reason why we chose not to go with Sherwin-Williams. They were very unresponsive to our needs. I've contacted them a couple of times. We did meet with Sherwin-Williams reps, and they just were not responsive to things that we wanted from them. Benjamin Moore was, the first reps we met were not. The second reps we met with from Benjamin Moore were very responsive, and they were very happy with working with those guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Russ. Okay, on the gazebos, nothing changed since last. Christine was working on the bids. She had one bid from the tree over in Greenwood. And then we didn't get anything further on the sunshades or sunshells. I don't know if you know anything yet or not. I'll make a memo to Christine because I didn't update her. Okay. So that one is even out. Christine will find out what the status is because we're still waiting on those bids. No, because that's when the last time what had happened was, it was just park enhancements and, we're going to enhance the Greenwood Manor Park, and I saw only one bid come through on the tree. So I think I only saw one. Yeah, just one. I didn't see all three. I didn't get three. I only saw one on the sunshade. So if you could follow up and then, so the committee can have that to look at too. Okay, under, old business, Christine was gonna check on clubhouse furniture or design or something. Okay, so that's pending. Okay. That's pending. The Waterford Court fountains, it is going to permitting, however, the electrician just contacted us with the forms to be signed and notarized, correct?
Yes, and then we're scheduling, we'll move tomorrow.
Okay. And that'll go into permitting. Okay, perfect. So that'll go into permitting, probably take 2 or 3 weeks in the permitting process roughly before that'll commence. So that's probably not going to realistically be until end of October.
But it's also the way we drain. There's a good drainage.